Hello, Tamara here. Nice of you to join me, and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today on what is the hottest day so far this year in England. And so I have got the fan going in the corner here, so if you can hear a whirring, I do apologise. It's my little tiny fan, as you can see here. It's just keeping me cool as I do this video. So I've got a brand new project for you this time, and this is the top view of it. It's actually a box that holds two 7x7 albums, has a drawer and has a lid where you can put extra photos, more file folders, you know, the photographs that you want to put in your book, you can store them in there as well. So it's quite a big project. It's roughly about 10.5 inches tall, probably by about 8 inches or so wide. So it's quite a big project, but I really have enjoyed really enjoyed this project. It really has been a labour of love, and one of the ones that I absolutely have enjoyed doing. So I have used the Graphic 45 paper, the Safari Zone. I can't remember exactly what the name of it is. I know it's the Safari paper, but it just lends itself really nicely to this project. Now the one that I will do in the tutorial, I'm going to be using the Stamperia paper, the Aviator, because I have got a person in mind who I want to give this particular project to. So the Aviator ones was perfect for what I wanted it for. So as I can see, this is the top view of our album project. I'll turn it over onto its side, and then I'll take the lid off. So this is then the front view. So we've got our metal feet on the bottom here, and we've got two doors that open out, and that then houses our albums and our drawer. So as I can say, that's the front view, and then obviously the side view there, so you can get this sort of width of it that way. So I'm going to turn it back up, and then we can take off the lid, because this comes off, and we've got metal embellishments on the sides and the corners as well. So in the lid is big enough to put in, we've got a little shelf on the top there, and then that's big enough. I've actually got 5 file folders in here, and they fit in there perfectly. I kind of got a bit carried away with making them, but each one you can house different size photographs in. I've done two different sorts. So I've done a landscape one and a portrait style file folder as well, and with these lovely closures as well. So right, so let's take the, so I'll leave those in there. No, actually I'll take them out, and we can then turn it over onto its back, and then we can open the doors. So we've got a little metal closure as well. Now I did forget to mention, these are going to be a kit that is available in my shop, and you will get all the pre-cut grey board, 2mm grey board, all pre-cut, ready for you to assemble. You'll get all the metal embellishments that you see, as well as, if you would like, I've got I will include the foundation tape as well at an extra cost. So there's two different sorts on there. So yeah, head over to my shop. It's just tamarahmortoncrafts.com, and you'll be able to peruse the different kits that I've got. So opening up, these are then our two albums in here, and then a drawer. So then our drawer here. Now I will put that back on its side, face it up, so that I can open the drawer, and then you can see the drawer opening there. And I've got another file folder in that one, a smaller one. Also there are there will be a downloadable PDF cutting guide as well. That link will be in the description box, so please don't forget to scroll down the subscription box, because it will be in there as well. So that's the drawer with the metal embellishments as well that you see. We've got the pull handles here, and then the little pull handle here on the drawer. So taking out album number 1. So album 1. So again, with this, I've left the album quite plain on the front. Now, that being said, it is due to the space that I have within the wardrobe and for each album. So I've kept my front quite plain, so I've not added any flowers or big embellishments on there. Now, that's not to say that you can do that. I was just trying to bear in mind that I didn't want to have to be able to force my album into the project. I wanted it to be quite plain so that it would slip in and out quite easily. So on the album, on the spine, I've got these pull closures here. So pull closures, and they're like little pull handles with some chipboard pieces. And again, on the back, I've got that strip of pattern paper, and then I've just left the back in my black cardstock. So moving on to page 1 and the inside front cover, I've got a diagonal pocket again with our magnetic closures, and then that just keeps everything nice and tight and secure so that it doesn't slip out. So coming on to page 1, I've got a belly band type closure where you can undo this comes off, and then you can open it out fully, or you can just slide it off like so. So opening, so you could get either a fixed photo mat on there or a removable one. So moving it over to the flap, I've got a pocket up here with again some photo mat space for photos. There's a little pocket here like so, and then on here you can fit, I think this is a 4x4 photo mat on there, so you can fit a photo mat on that side there as well. So I'll put this back on. There we are. There we go. So then moving it over to page 2, that's the back of the belly band, and again I've just got some tags in a little pocket here, and this is a little photo mat booklet that goes in there. Again, more photo mat space here, a removable one or one that is fixed if you want to do that. Again, you can put journaling spots on here if you want to, and these ones just open up, and again we've got that flying pop-up element on that one, so that one opens that way, and then the bottom one opens the other way, so you've got two sort of flying pieces on there. So moving on to the page 4, what I did forget to mention, in the top of these pages in this album, we've got the photo slot pocket that's in the top of the pages, and I've added these lovely metal square embellishments that you just bend over and just attach with some glue, and they give you a nice tab hold. So that's in the page sides. And then this one, it just opens out, and then I've just got a booklet in here. Again, more space on there for extra photos, etc. Put that one back in there. It saves me opening it all up. I just liked this idea because it just looked like it's just like a cage, really. It was quite a nice, I quite like that effect. So moving on to the next page, we've just got a simple pocket that we open out. Then this one we can open, so this opens this way, and you've got space there for photos. Another pocket in here. Now in the tutorial we won't have this extra flap, this flap won't be there, so it would just be an open out like so, and then we've got some cubes. Now again, I'll do it this way, and then you'll be able to get the full effect of those cubes opening out. So those cubes open out, and then you can put extra little photos in. So I've got these little 2x2 photos that you can just slot in there like so. You would have to stick these into place. I just didn't want to stick them in because I like the actual pattern paper. So you can put your 2x2 photos in there like so, and they have got acetate, so that's what you can see shining. So they just go into the little pocket there, and then they close down nice and flat, and you wouldn't even know that was there. So coming on to the next page. Now this page is a flap down. So we flap down and flap up, and again you've got two aeroplane type pop-ups that you can put photos in. So again, you can put photos this side, you can put photos here and here, so lots of space up the top and also on the flap, so lots of space for photos there. This one is just an open out with a folder where you can put your 6x4 video photos in, and yes, I like that type, that page an awful lot. It's very nice. So coming on to the last page in this, again it's another flap up, and we've got more of a, it's more like an easel type pop up on that page there, and I quite like that page. It's quite a nice page. It does tend to bobble page on there like so, and then in the, I've just got a pocket here again with extra photo space. So closing that down, and then we come on to the back page, and that's the same as the front with our diagonal pockets in like so. So as you can see, I've used some of the Graphic 45 ephemera pieces, and just to add some interest to my book. Now what I didn't want to do with the book is overcomplicate the front cover, because of having not a restricted amount of space in our wardrobe, but I didn't want to clog up the front of it and then not have, it would be so tight to get your album in. So that's why I've kind of gone very plain with that, my front cover. I've got a chipboard piece element on the front here, and I've just put some brads in there just to add a bit of interest to the spine, and then the back I've just added some of like a scrap piece of card, and then just a black cardstock on the back part. Now with this it is marked. Now the reason it's marked is because when I was doing white pen work it wasn't dry, so that's why I've sort of marked that. So I will cover that in pattern paper because I have got some left over. Now to make the whole thing, I used one of each of the backgrounds and solids, and then the patterned paper from Graphic 45, the safari one, and and one of the 8x8 patterned paper. Now I have got quite a bit left over, so I would say you definitely need the two, and you could probably be able to go quite overboard with your pattern paper. I used a lot of my cardstock, so I didn't use it all because I wanted to make sure that I had enough. I didn't want to run out, so I kind of was a bit more frugal than I should have been really. So I have got quite a few bits left over. So coming on to then our front cover, so we turn it over. Now I have got a couple of these pages of people that I've just flicked through on YouTube, and I've got some ideas from them, their pages, but as per usual, and I always do this, I haven't I should write down where I've got the inspiration from. I will trawl through and link them down below where I've got sort of their information for the different pages that I've used. So this then is the front opening. So I've got a diagonal pocket here, and these are both, you can put pieces in this part or pieces behind here, like so. I've got a magnet here that's keeping it closed, so it's keeping everything in, you know, in place. And I've just done a 5 by 5, sorry, 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 photo mat here, just so that you can put some photos in. Now you will notice I've got some lovely new stamps. Now I'm so excited about these, I really am, and they are, I'll bring them in. Do anything. So this here is a swing around photo frame, so I'll put that, needs to go on the top. So you swing it round, so I've got a magnet here and then I've got a brad here, and you swing it round so that you can open the top like so. Then you need to swing this back round and then you can open the bottom. Again, you can put photo mats in here, and they can be, you don't need to put them, fix them into place. You can have them removable if you like, and then close, swing that round, and then they will stay in place if you wanted to. So that's a lovely idea as well. And as I say, this comes out, so you can have a couple in there if you like. So push that in, turn that round. So coming on then to page 2, what I've tended to try and do is on the back pages, so on the B page, I've tended to just gone very plain and just added a pocket. Because of the bulk of the album, I didn't want to have something that was elaborate on all pages. I tend to try and do a plain page, a fancy page, a plain page. So on this page, it's just a pattern paper pocket with a photo mat in there. Push that down. And then this one, I've just used again some of the ephemera pieces, and I've just put some of these little cards that come within the pack in the top there, like so. So it's just a little tuck spot. So coming on to page 3, oh, what I've also done as well, which I forgot to mention, is round my edges, I don't know if you can see, I've actually put some gold gilding wax along there as well. I just wanted to add a little bit of gold into my project, and that was the ideal thing to do. So coming on to page 3, now page 3 is a pocket page. Now I've made it smaller so that we can fit in a booklet. Now this booklet has got a pop-up in there, so if I do it this way you'll be able to see it's sort of like an aeroplane pop-up that kind of pops out with, and you can put some extra obviously photographs in there. Now the background paper of this, what I did tend to do is I had loads of offcuts, so loads of scrap bits of paper. So what I did is I cut them into 2-inch squares and then created a sort of a collage block effect on the background there, and it seemed to work really well, so I was quite pleased with that. Actually, I'll probably use that a few more times in different projects. So again, very plain, so you can add photographs on there, some journaling spots down the bottom here, and again photos on the other side. So with that being a pocket page, this page is the back of that. So again, I've just added some of those cutter parts here, the ephemera pieces, so that you can journal on there. This page is exactly the same. I wanted 2 pages the same in this book. So again, you just pull it out, and as you can see, that's then the pocket that this houses into, and that again is the same sort of thing. It is a aeroplane pop-up. I'm liking this. These pieces in this book are all pop-ups. So you can put that back in there, and then what I've tended to try and do with this is marry them so that we can paper piece the booklet and the page. And again, a bit more of those postcards where you can add some journaling spots on there. Now this page, what I should have done with this page is my booklet here I actually fixed in place, and I wish now that I hadn't have done that. So this is just the twist and I suppose a corset closure. I got that from Paul Ford. I've seen him do that before, so I thought that was a really nice idea, so I thought I would borrow it. So on this page I've forgotten to cover the inside of those, but I will do that shortly. And then this is what I wish I'd have left as a takeout piece. Instead I've made it into a fixture, and it is just like a twist. I won't call it a twist and pop, I can't even remember what they're called, but you just pull it open and it kind of like twists open, so you can have your photos attached to them there, or also on there like so, and again on this side like so. So then close that back up, and then we come on to the next page. Now again, as I said, the next page is just a pocket page, but I've gone with the landscape type pocket, so it's opening up this way this time like so. And then this here is just a little folder that I've made with a little photo mat in there, and that just sits in that pocket and just gives that pocket a bit more interest. And again, you can put your photo mats into pocket as well. And to cut down on the bulk of the album, these pages are just the patterned paper with our pocket protectors on the top. So moving on to the next page, this is a flap open, and as you can see, and you see this kind of slides open. Now this is a fixed little flap that you can flap open, and it gives you like a file, so you've got some extra pictures on there. And I've put a 6x4 photo just in there, just to show you that these will take your 6x4s as well. So we close that one up, and we come on to the next page. Now this is this book here, this particular one is a 5-paged album instead of a 4-page, so I've added an extra hinge in this one. So as we open this one, this opens out, and I've got a twist and pop in there, and then again you can put your photos in there. I think there are a 3x4 photo you can put in that bit. Then closing that up, then on the back of that I've got just a little file holder pocket that you can again put more photos in there. So I've got a 5x5 photograph that can go on there like so. And then coming round to the back is exactly the same as the front, with our diagonal pockets and our magnets in there. And then that all gets put back into our little box, and then it's all nice and wrapped up, and it would look absolutely fantastic on anybody's bookshelf. It really would. It's just big enough. You can put 2 together. That would look even, and that would be amazing to have two of these together. I'll show you quickly. Now this one is not finished, but as you can see, I'm just going to place them together and they do look rather nice. Let's put my lid on. So putting them together, and just imagine them both on a shelf, they would be really effective. And you could have one for each, maybe you could maybe have 4 for maybe one for each season of the year, which would look amazing as well. You know, to document your year would be really nice. So maybe different holidays that you go on, maybe different weekend breaks that you go on, maybe even day trips. If you go on a day trip, you can maybe put one in those that have a page per day type thing, so that would look amazing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and the walkthrough of the wardrobe and albums kit, and if you would like to buy one, then please come and visit my shop. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that notification bell as well. All that means is that you will get an email every time I upload a video to my channel. That way you can keep on top of all my videos. So if there's a particular project that you are waiting for, you will be one of the first to know. If you would, please comment as well and give me a like, because that also helps to get my channel noticed and out there as well. As much as I also love to read everybody's comments as well, and I do try and reply to each and every one of you. So thank you if you are one of the commenters as well. I do appreciate it. I really do. Come and follow me on Facebook and Instagram, TikTok, and all of those. All the links for those will be in the description box down below. So please come and check me out on those. Also, I have a group called Memories Paper Art, and that is a lovely little group where you can come and share your projects with us in the group and ask questions and just join in a really friendly community of crafters. So I'm going to love and leave you, and wherever you are in the world, please have a glorious day, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.